Hi again, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us again today. What another glorious, glorious day it is. Not a cloud in the sky. Strawberries. What do you do when you're trying to grow strawberries and the ants just keep eating them? Sorry, my brain is not working properly this morning. So basically, there's a couple of things you can do. Try and put them up, like I have here. And there's a bit of a, whatever you call it, fence. There's dragon fruit there as well. They love to climb. We just got this from a local grower. And we've just chucked it in. He said, just chuck it into the ground. I was like, okay, I'd like to see this. And since we got it, that whole, whatever you want to call it, leg or whatever it's called, not so sure, have never grown it before. That's grown in the last 4 to 6 weeks. Crazy. So they love to climb. So I've put it there because that's a good spot. It doesn't get boiling hot during summer. So with these strawberries, should we get back to that? I've put them up in, I think I got this from a reject shop. It wasn't much, what, $10 or something. And it came with 3 of these chains. So I've just rigged it up. I put one around there so it doesn't move, because we do get very, very occasional cyclones. You can get a bit windy, so you don't want that to blow over. And since I've done that, I noticed we had 1 strawberry before I moved it, and I was like, oh, it's getting there, gone. So I noticed since I moved it, now we have about a dozen of them. And they are getting there beautifully, as you can see. I try not to disturb them. So once again, same principle. I just watered that in with a second bucket of my goodness that has all my super duper powders in it. Just to show you what I've done in the front. Remember, I was growing a little forest there that's still kind of chugging along. Hubby's managed to whippersnip that, so it's still kind of half a forest there. Now here we're growing stevia. I have not grown that before. Now you see these bits here? So that is, you have to figure out where your seeds are in there. They are in there. You kind of got to go tiny, tiny, tiny. It's almost like a dot. I can't even see it there. I'm guessing probably local wildlife has eaten them. But as this one is pretty much at the end of its life, then look at that new growth coming up. Now, as some of you might know, this is a natural form of a sweetener. And what you do basically, my kids, well, we didn't know. My kids were eating their flowers and they were like, that's delicious. But what you actually eat, the part that you get your stevia from, is the leaves. And apparently, if you get them first thing in the morning, they are the sweetest. Absolutely delicious. I cannot resist it. So as you can see, that just keeps going. And I mean, sometimes I weed, sometimes I don't. Weeds play a good purpose in your gardening as well, because what they do, they automatically pop up to provide the nutrition that that particular soil of the plant requires. It's very, very clever. This is an artichoke, which I have not watered yet. I'm about to water it. That I find it requires quite a bit of water. I cannot decipher that. I'm not sure how and exactly where the artichoke's going to grow. I'm guessing it will be similar to cauliflower from the centre, but we will soon find out. Ow! I've just managed to prick myself. And then we have some native trees here and orange in the pot for the time being. Glorious baby banana, dwarf banana. And a tomato popped up, of course, again. And pawpaws, I've tied them around there so that they don't fall off, because we've had a few casualties that have just fallen off or being eaten by the local birds. And a raspberry, which I have just watered in as well. That's getting some new growth finally. I had it on the other side, but it just wasn't too happy there. It needed a bit more sun. With this, what I'm planning on doing is to grow this, because you can grow raspberry like a if you like a screen or like a hedge over that, they like to climb as well. That will probably be covered in a year next let's see, how about a year or so, I'd say. And then on the other side, I have jasmine in this pot right here, which is beautiful. The reason why I chose this baby, they're also excellent climbers. You see that, it's alright, it's doing pretty okay for now. But yeah, and it's getting some new growth there, see that? They attract the beneficial birds and bees as well. So you kind of figure out which ones are compatible again, and then you kind of just grow them at the same time, and they will help each other and support each other, and they would bring the beneficial bugs, birds and bees. And then, the sky is the limit. So that's basically it, our random update on our front yard. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and see you next time. Bye.